Hi, I'm Kane Wade.
And I'm Mystery.
And together we're the
Brofessionals.
And we're back again with Batman. But this time it's not just gonna be Batman. It's gonna be the Joker. I don't know which Joker voice to do. I was stuck in my head between either picking Jack's Joker or more of a Heath kind of Joker. Although the Joker in this game is not really either of them. Because, like, you know how last game I told you, the previous Batman game, it was an adaptation of the '89 movie?
Yeah.
Well, this is not. Like, this is a sequel to that other game, but this is its own thing. It doesn't really do anything from Batman Returns. This one takes a lot more inspirations from the comic books, which you can definitely tell by, like, how the stylization is, because, like, that design for Batman is not the same as, like, the other ones. Because I think the first game did a little bit of the comic book art style, but looking at this and comparing it to the other one, it's pretty much night and day, essentially. So I guess let's just go ahead and get started. 1990 by SUNSOFT again. And have you heard of SUNSOFT?
No.
Do you not think any other games they've made would ring a bell to you? Or the name, just the name doesn't ring a bell at all?
The corporation name does not ring any bells to me.
So they had a decent run of games on the NES. They were known for Blaster Master, these first few Batman games, Fester's Quest, which is one of their more controversial games they've made. Oh, shoot. But I would say SUNSOFT was up there, maybe not quite Capcom levels of successful, but they definitely had an impact on the NES. It was like a lot of those old guys that you know now, that's where they got their start, really. It was like, you know. And,
yeah.
and so far, just by looking at this, you can tell this is vastly different compared to the other one we played. More so in, like, because, like, you know how the first game was a beat-em-up?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, this is more of a run-and-gun, kind of. More so because, like, he's using a gun, so makes sense. And you can definitely tell the graphics have gotten a little bit better. Like, those clouds in the back, parallax scrolling. That's one of my biggest hard-ons I get on old games is parallax scrolling. I really, really love parallax scrolling for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like a blend of my love for 8-bit and just making 8-bit look more real. It just strikes a chord with me. I can't really describe it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is this on the same console that the first Batman was?
It is, yes.
Wow.
And this came out actually a few years... Well, the Super Nintendo had already been out for like a year up until this point. So, to see games still coming out, but looking pretty decent, considering, you know, there was a console that had twice the bits that this was on. I think it's a pretty cool accomplishment for what they did. Oh, okay, I literally realized I'm about to die. Why? That was my homing gun, but it wasn't doing anything though. It was so weird. So you can tell there's levels here. So how many levels did the first one have? I think it was 5, wasn't it?
I think.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Like 3.
I'm getting back. No, I'm not gonna finish that.
You're getting back shots.
I said I'm not gonna finish that. That doesn't mean
You didn't
got
finish it.
Yeah, I said I didn't want to finish it. Jesus. This is probably my favorite gun to get because it has the best coverage. Oh, and that's the cool thing I like too. Like, see, this is, you know how a lot of people don't really associate Batman with guns?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it his thing? He's like, I don't use guns. I just use my fists and a batarang. Except the last game I did use a gun, so what gives, Batman? But there's tons of different weapons in this game. They all have different, you know, types of things they do. You know, it's just whichever one fits for you. And as I said, trying to talk and play at the same time is a little hard, but so there's stages, and they're split off into different sections. At the end of each section, you gotta fight a boss, and it's kind of different compared to the other ones here, because, like, I had a health bar last time, and you can do a slide move right there. It's pretty cool, so I would say, I don't know if I like this one more. It's definitely different. Like, it takes on a different approach.
It seems more forgiving so far.
No. No. See, look, this is just the first stage. Like, first stages are not usually that hard, even in the harder NES games. Well, with some exceptions, I guess. But, yeah, the game is gonna get a lot more difficult. But, I would say it's on a difficulty level where it's kind of manageable. I don't know. Like, there's definitely gonna be obstacles that challenge you. So it's really all just about, you know, being careful, planning your jumps, knowing how the enemies work, and those things they're dropping. Oof! No. Okay, wait. So those things they drop are, you see that little bar below my life bar?
Yeah.
If that gets to full, you will become invincible for a little bit, and that can be No, I did it again! What am I doing? That could be pretty helpful to get through a rut. And there's gonna be many ruts in this, so we just... Whenever you see one, it's best to just grab it, because better safe than exploding into a fire shaped like a bat. As they say.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Did like video game developers like ever find out like make a game that shows like the max potential of like the NES or
yeah, kinda, because I saw a video the other day about oh god, this is bad. Ugh, okay. Oh wait, before I answer that, there's also shoot 'em up stages in this one too. And I love, look at that parallax scrolling, so good.
Reminds me of
Gives me like
the final minigame in the Smash Bros. Campaign story mode.
Oh, like in the credits?
Yeah, the credits.
I was thinking more like Gradius. Or you probably don't know Gradius.
No.
That one's a little surprising, but I just what were we talking about?
Max potential of like the NES.
Okay,
and stuff.
so in a way, yes. Because, like, obviously, you know... So, I saw a video the other day. The way that NES games worked was that they would have these things called mappers, which are these chips that allowed you to have more bytes of storage.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to use a save point here, because this is when it gets really hard. At the beginning of the NES, they only had, like, 4 gigabytes, but then eventually they kept expanding where they could have more, and I think eventually the highest they ever got to was 1 megabyte, and only oh shit, I hate these guys, very few games went that far, just because the higher you went, the more expensive it would be. So, and if you're not a Nintendo who has a lot of the big games, you know, you're not really going to be very popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some games were really high. This one, I think it was definitely one of the higher ends. This one specifically, I think it was like, I don't remember the exact number, but I think it was like 180 kilobytes, which, like, the maximum amount of storage an NES cart could hold was 1 megabyte. So very few games reached that status. Ooh. I think the biggest one, official one, was Kirby's Adventure. It was that 780 megabytes, which is quite impressive, I would say.
Yeah.
I swear, these wizard guys are impossible to dodge. I don't know what it is. Stop distracting me with that beautiful animation of that waving tree. But, you know, by the time you got into the 1990s, that was when developers really were able to understand the limits of the NES and be able to expand it to do all that stuff. Because that's what Mario 3 did, remember?
Yeah.
And I think Mario 3 was right around 260 gigabytes? No, not gigabytes. Megabytes. Oh, shit. How many hits I got left?
4. 3. 4.
At least you didn't say a number. Yeah, oh, you know what? You know what happened the other day at work?
What?
So at work, we have this chalkboard that customers can write on. this family came in with this kid, and I swear to God, I was on the oven. I saw this motherfucker write in giant 6-7 on the board.
The 6-7 was so dastardly you had to kill yourself because of it.
Oh. Where did that start me? Don't tell me that started me at the fucking start of the level.
At least now you have a good gun.
This one's alright. Oh. It's not... I don't know. This gun is a little... it can be fine. Oh wait, I forgot. I have the slide. But I don't know when's a good opportunity to use that. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with C, just because it has good spread. And I just stood there looking at him with my mouth wide open. I was just like, am I really seeing this with my own 2 eyeballs? No. It's very fast. Where they go. And like, I thought I would only see it on the internet, but it bleeds into reality, I guess. Ugh, jeez. Shit, the brain rush distracted me. Oh man. So we talked about this before, but like when you look back at these old games, what do you like most about them? Because I have a few things I really like about them. I'm just gonna save here. Cause like,
I especially like the trailblazing for new like game mechanics. That's one thing I love about old games is when they like
trailblazing for
new game mechanics. Like when a game first like introduces a mechanic ever.
Kind of like Mario with world maps.
Yeah.
No. How much do I have left? This stage is really annoying. Inconsistency with the design. Oh, I was at the end. Okay. Okay, so I would say my favorite thing about looking at these older games is parallax scrolling, like how I said before. Because that hit my foot. Like, but we do have infinite continues, so do not worry. But I'm gonna save here just because I have to. So there's different guns. My favorite is C, but that's because it has good range. The N gun is good too, because like you said, it has a wavy pattern, but it didn't always hit everything. So that's probably my second go-to. The spread gun, it's no Contra spread gun. I'll say that. Yeah. Oof. See, that's close. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Now you gotta be really creative with how you kill these. That didn't really make any sense.
That was pretty creative.
Yeah, that's if me getting hit was being creative. Yes, that is true.
Certainly surprising.
Certainly surprising. Okay, I could have sworn I would have hit him there. This is a little bit of a different kind of challenge.
Dang.
What was that? Okay, wait. And why I'm back here? I thought I crossed a checkpoint. Come on, game. I mean, I know you're a game from the 80s, well, 90s actually. This was 91, but you know, at least you can do is have some mercy on me. See what I mean? Like, that's kind of a. What's the purpose of that pattern? Because it's like.
Are there flying enemies?
I mean, true, but like the way it looked, like 2 of them were going up and 1 was in front of me. Whereas with Contra, it was like 1 was up, 1 was going down, and 1's going straight forward. So I don't really understand that. What is B? I forgot what B does.
Bowling ball.
I've never seen a bowling ball like that before. Oof. God, it does the least damage. Well, what does this one do? No! This one's not as good as I thought it would be! Oh no. I think, like I said, I appreciate games that offer variety. in many ways, or consistency or variety. I believe we've had this discussion before, but do you think either one of those is better? Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm on a roll here.
What were the options?
Consistency or variety when it comes to making a game.
Consistent, but oh my goodness. Consistent variety.
Consistency or variety.
Consistent variety.
Consistent variety?
Like variety that is
So
consistent.
constantly changing the game up?
Constantly experimenting, but keeping core mechanics.
I see. Kind of
Not
like,
whatever Hello Neighbor is doing. Hello Neighbor is...
is this the first time we see a criticism of Hello Neighbor from you?
I've criticized Hello Neighbor multiple times on
Oh
this
yeah.
channel.
Oh yeah, I think he said, you know,
Hello Neighbor
it's
2
got its
is an
issues.
absolute catastrophe,
Okay.
in my opinion.
As someone who is not well adversed into that, I don't know what does it do differently that's not as good.
I don't know. I more so prefer the...
Because what was the appeal with the first one?
I don't...
Besides just
I think
spying on your
people
neighbor.
dislike the first one more than the second one, I'm fairly certain. But for me personally, I much prefer the first one because the lore and also the style of the game itself is really appealing to me. Okay, how did that?
How
not
did
get you?
that not kill me? Okay, I think the main appeal of the first game was the mystery of it, because like it sets up the premise like well enough. It's like, oh, here's this guy, here's a problem here, go find out what he's doing. Like,
And the second game didn't really have that mystery factor because it was the second game of the series. You're already somewhat... You can't really elaborate on a
'cause
story.
I was like, how can
Like-
you expand upon that?
You can't really elaborate on a story without having to retell it. Because... your neighbor's son kills his sister, and then something happens to the son, and then something happens. The mom dies in a car crash, and it's just the dad and the son, and etc. etc. And I feel like in every game you can't really. Because at the
Are you sure we're talking about Hello Neighbor?
oh wait, we are. And at the end of the first game, at the end of the first Hello Neighbor,
Yeah.